A legend in Atmore and Escambia County, Coach Cornell C.T. Torrence passed away last year at the age of 91 after coaching and teaching for 40 years from the mid-50s to the mid-90s. A graduate of Alabama State University, Coach Torrence won football and basketball state championships at Escambia County Training School, then helped oversee the merger with Escambia County High School during integration. His boys basketball teams won 545 games, and his 1991 team was ranked number 1 in the state. In 2015, Escambia's gymnasium was named in his honor. Coach Torrance's legacy lives on with his family. His son Jeff and his granddaughter Jayla were both student athletes at the University of Alabama.
When Coach Mosby and my dad, Cornell Torrence, coached at the Escambia County Training School, there were only 2 coaches. Once they integrated our schools in Atmore, he moved over to Escambia County High School. A lot of the African-American athletes leaned on him and depended on him during that time because he didn't care if you're white, black, green. It didn't matter if you were going to be a doctor or if you were locked up in Fountain. He always had a place in his heart that you can do better. And he wanted to see everyone do a little bit better. And I remember him always telling his players, you know, there's 3 things that you need to do to be successful or to become a great athlete. And the first thing was making sure that you're a great person. Be a good person regardless of what's going on around you. The second thing was always hold yourself to a high academic standard. And the third thing was always outwork everybody. And the number 1 thing with him was, hey, if you're gonna do it, always do it right. Years later, he became a member of the city council, the director of park and recreation in the city of Atmore for over 40 years. And so he had a very big impact on the youth in our city.
As a coach, I can remember him as a close friend, a father, a brother. He wanted us to do the right thing.
He was the role model for my grandmother, he was the role model for my brothers and to my mom and my sister, but the one who really made a difference, always gave back, always was available to do what needs to be done. But he really poured into the community, poured into his family, what that really meant to be a man.
Qualities my dad possessed is being humble, being kind, being meek, being courteous. He followed the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Here in Atmore, he loved Atmore with a passion. He loved doing things for his players. He treated those young men like they were his own children.
It's just an overall effect. You can just about ask anyone in this community who is Coach Cornell Torrence, and they would know who you're talking about.
I think he would be very proud of this honor. I think that he would be smiling ear to ear, and if he was here, he would probably shed a tear, just because he's being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and he's worked all of his life to accomplish different goals like that. It makes me very proud to know that he was definitely a leader in our community. He was a very humble guy, very sharp guy, had lots of wisdom, and just really wanted to serve. He was never a man that was a beat on my chest type of guy, and really didn't look for any kind of accolades. The only thing he wanted to do was work hard, make a difference in his community, and be of service to everyone in our town.